Thank you, Randy. I've got a question. How many people here belong to the IES? How many people here have never heard of Rita Harrold? Okay, everybody's heard of Rita. And Rita's had two careers, one as a volunteer and member of the IES board, and the second one as an IES staff member. In Rita's volunteer life, she was a trailblazer. She was the first woman to serve on the board, and she was the first woman to be a president of the IES in 1985. She did wonderful things when she was on the board, heavily involved in the creation of a long-range plan that had 5 objectives or pillars that came out of it: educational programs, standards development, information acquisition and processing, communications, and field services, all equally important today as they were back when. Rita also created a continuing education program when she worked with the American Society of Interior Designers and the International Association of Lighting Designers. While she was at it, she also created a few MOUs along the way with other organizations. In 1992, Rita must have said, enough of this work as an IES volunteer. She joined the IES staff as Director of Technology. That was about the time I joined the IES, and I quickly learned who was really in charge of the IES. It was Rita. She was the face of IES to many of us in the outside world and the go-to person if we had any kind of a technological question or issue. Now, as busy as Rita was with her IES work, she was also very active in ASHRAE. She served as a member from 2000 to the present. She was a member of their standards committee, coordinating the work of 8 different standards committees. If you've ever been on the standards committee or tried to manage a standard committee, it's like squeezing a balloon made out of Jell-O. Last year, Rita completed her term of 2 years as the chair of the IES Standards Committee. And if the ASHRAE work wasn't enough, Rita's still active in ANSI, the American National Standards Institute, where she served from 2007 to 2013 as a member and then chair of the ANSI Board of Standards Review. She still serves as a member of the ANSI audit team. Rita always said that when Bill Hanley retired, she was going to retire. And being a woman of her word, she did that in 2015. When Bill retired, Rita announced her retirement. But Rita couldn't stay away from the IES. She is a member of the newly formed IES Standards Committee. And as the chair of the committee, I can tell you that her wisdom and advice are both highly valued. So over her multiple careers, Rita has made major contributions to the world of lighting, well deserves a Lifetime Achievement Award. And unfortunately, Rita cannot be with us tonight, and accepting the award on her behalf is Randy Reed.
So I'll just share one story with you about Rita that she did not authorize me to say. I was IES president from 2002 through 2003, and we had our annual conference in Salt Lake City. And so we had the president's suite, and we just had a board meeting, and Rita was there, as obviously on the board, and Howard Branston was there. And they had a bit of a discussion during the board meeting. And that discussion overlapped a little bit onto the social hour, which was in my suite. So Rita and Howard had some pretty powerful discussions. So my little 6-year-old daughter comes up to me, and her eyes were this big, and she was explaining about this big fight that Rita and Howard had. I said, well, that's not a fight. They really have great respect for each other. She says, oh, Daddy. She says, I'm scared of Miss Rita. I said, it's okay, Liz. Daddy is scared of Miss Rita, too. And I was. But she did a tremendous job for all of us. And as a president, I deeply relied on her because of all of her technical knowledge. So we're doing a toast. So here is to Rita Harrold. Cheers.